What's good, everyone? Hopefully everyone is at home, safe, working on their business. In this video, we are going to go over how to grab tags for your products, specifically if you are uploading to other platforms such as Redbubble. I know uses tags, and Etsy uses tags. So basically what I'm doing and why I decided to go live is I'm filling out my spreadsheet to use with the single upload interface here, and I need to figure out how to get these tags for these different products I'm using. So that's what we're going to go over today. And I also want to touch on some Pinterest stuff. So we'll give it a few seconds here for people to join in, and then we will get going. All right, looks like people are starting to roll in, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about grabbing tags, specifically for uploading to other marketplaces. I'm filling out my spreadsheet right now for a new batch of designs that's going to go live on Redbubble. You can also do the same thing for Etsy. If you guys want to follow along, merchinformer.com, click on the big button, click it in Facebook, wherever you guys are seeing this on YouTube, and go ahead and sign up and log in, completely free. And once we're in, you're going to land on the tutorial page. I'm going to get rid of that. And you'll want to scroll down and go to the Social Hunter. Now, the reason I'm going to use the Social Hunter is because it allows you to search for Etsy and Pinterest, which are the two things we're going to go over today, and I'll show you why they're important to begin with. So let's start with Etsy, and let's just say we're doing a batch of nurse shirts, which is actually what I'm doing. So we'll go in here and we'll just type in nurse shirt. All right, pretty simple. Click on search. Give it a few seconds to load. It's got to load in a lot of different data here. But once it's loaded in, I'm going to show you how you can actually take these tags and add them to your own spreadsheet. So we'll give it a few more seconds. Hopefully it doesn't take a whole 30. Wait for it to load in. There we go. Okay. So these are going to be results from Etsy, but it's going to give you critical information that we don't have by going to Etsy.com directly. Okay, so if you go to Etsy.com, you should have an Etsy store open. If we just click anything, let's just click this embroidered mask. This is what an Etsy page looks like. You're probably all very, very familiar with it. Title, price, reviews. If you want to see the tags, we'll get to that in a second. You have to keep scrolling all the way down, and they're all the way down here. It says explore more options. These are the tags they used. But nowhere on this page does this tell me a few certain pieces of information. So let's go back to the Social Hunter. You see we've searched on Etsy here. We're going to see the category, the taxonomy, the price right here, favorites and views. This is what I want to see. All right, so the favorites is going to tell you how many people have favorited this product on their shop, and the views here are very, very important. Just how many views this product has gotten from Etsy customers, okay? And how does a product get views on Etsy? It ranks for keywords, and it ranks for keywords based on tags. All right, so here you see, without scrolling through the bottom of every single Etsy page, all of the different tags this product used. So you see that this one has 570 views. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty simple design, good mock-up. Come over here, this one has almost 18,000 views, right? It's in the dentist niche, it looks like. But what we want to do, what I've been doing, is I have my niches in my spreadsheet, right, to use with this single upload interface here. I'll come into the Social Hunter, I'll look through Etsy, I'll type in my main keyword, and then I will come up here and I'll actually just sort this list by views. Okay, so typically I might type in like funny nurse shirt, something like that. But you'll see all of these different Etsy products. For the example, nurse, I'll be there for you. Probably wouldn't do that. I don't want to infringe on friends, but they have 5,000 views here. I don't care what the design is. I know the design is in the niche I'm going for. So to pull all of the tags, because I know that the tags are what's getting these views on this product, in order to put my own product up on Etsy, Redbubble, any of these other different platforms that use tags, I'll come in here and I'll pull out certain different keywords like nursing school shirt, okay, nursing school tee, if you're doing t-shirts. If you're putting something up on Redbubble and you're doing a mug, for example, make sure to change this, or make sure just to get rid of it if you're doing multiple products. Nursing school gift, nursing school grad, nursing T, might not use that. So what I'll do is I'll come in here and I'll copy and paste these into a spreadsheet, the ones that are relevant, okay? So for example, let's find a nurse shirt that has some irrelevant tags we would not want to pick. Here's one right here, okay? This one says, sleep all day, nurse all night. Simple shirt, gets a ton of reviews, has a ton of favorites, priced really high, looks really good, right? So I might say, okay, let's see what tags they have that I can use in my own design. So I'll come down here, night shirt nurse, ER nurse, nurse gift, nurse shirt, nurse sweatshirt. Some of these are good, like ER nurse, night shirt nurse, yeah. But scrolling down, I see tie-dye shirt. All right, I would not want to include that in my own design unless it was a tie-dye shirt. So essentially, all you have to do to get the tags, if you're not using the keyword tool inside of Merch Informer, which I did a video on that like 3 or 4 days ago. I put it up on YouTube, so go watch it. A lot of good information in there. This is just a second way that I'm currently going through and filling out this sheet so that I can upload on multiple marketplaces that are still printing. I don't know about you guys. I'm still working on my business. If you are not, that's perfectly fine. You can just follow along. But if you are, you can follow along with me and actually do this on the fly. Just to recap real quick, go to Social Hunter. All right, make sure you have Etsy selected. Type in your main niche plus like shirt, you know, funny nurse shirt, something like that. Click on search and then sort the list by views. We sort the list by views because we know that these tags right here that each product is using is what is generating all of these views on that product. Those views are traffic to the product page. That's why it's so important. So that's what I've been doing. If you guys have been doing that too, let me know in the comments. Finally, I want to touch on Pinterest. You can use the same module, the Social Hunter here. Use the drop down, select Pinterest, and we'll just type in, let's just type in nurse shirt. If I could spell and not entering anything wrong here. We'll give it a few seconds for it to come back, but the same sort of thing applies here. So we see, you know, lucky nurse, boss nurse. This is a little bit different, okay? So I released an article on the Merch Informer blog a few days ago going over mockups and driving traffic through Pinterest to your either merch designs or your print-on-demand designs, period. Highly recommend you guys go and you follow that blog post because I've been using Pinterest for, I don't know, 6 or 7 years now, and I still have old websites where Pinterest drives tens of thousands of visitors every single month, and I haven't touched it in ages. So that's how powerful this stuff can be. But if you come up here, you can sort by comments and repins. I'm going to go ahead and sort by repins. This is a really good way to do research as well, because not everything you see on Pinterest is going to be a shirt, okay? Defib, the VFib, this is not a shirt at all. This is literally just a simple saying. I don't really know what it is. Let's take a look. You can click on the link, open it up here, make sure it loads. So there we go. This was found on Tumblr apparently and posted on Pinterest. Very, very simple saying. But what I'm looking for here are these repins. So if you are going to post your own stuff on Pinterest in order to drive traffic, take a look at the Social Hunter and pick Pinterest and then sort the Pinterest list by repins, because the repins are going to tell you a few things. It's going to tell you that, one, someone found the image, all right? That's the first step, is someone actually finds your image, and they liked it enough to pin it to their own Pinterest board. So it shows that, yes, they landed on the image, it's been optimized, it landed somewhere in the search engine, but it also shows you that people liked it. There's that social proof aspect to it. So this right here, coffee scrubs and rubber gloves. I know this thing's been done 1.5 million times. You'd probably want to do something a little bit different. You can see the repins here, and you can see that it's from Redbubble. So let's take a look. We'll go ahead and open this up. Right here is the pin here. It says coffee scrubs and rubber gloves, funny nurse shirt, t-shirt by Works of Heart. So Works of Heart is probably the brand, I'm going to assume. But if you read that article on Merch Informer, so you come over here, you go to blog, it's going to be the first one that shows up. I'll just show you guys that real quick. Right here, just click this. It's a long article. Read through it. It's going to talk about mockups, call to actions, and driving traffic through Pinterest. But there's a section at the bottom, way down here, that's going to talk about keywords. All of this stuff, talking about keywords. Part of the thing that I do is I find the keywords through the Social Hunter, because you want to be able to rank your products on Pinterest. It's the same kind of concept of ranking your products on Amazon, but you want to be able to rank on Pinterest. So if someone comes to Pinterest, they are on their home page here, and they type in, funny nurse. I can spell correctly. Don't just assume that I did. You want to show up in here. There's a visual search engine, okay? So you want to come in here and look at how the products that have been repinned a ton of times got in front of the right audience, right? The right audience, it's the right audience because the audience that saw it liked it so much that 638 people repinned it to their own boards. You want to make sure that they're optimized correctly, which means look at the products that are ranking in Pinterest and use the same different keywords in your own titles for your own unique design. So this one has funny nurse shirt, okay? That's a keyword. You come back here, let me find another one, another example. This one, it looks like this might be a Shopify store, right? You can see the source here is their own store. We can visit the link. This is going to be a Pinterest link. Nurse estimated 2020. Not the best title, right? The titles that work well on Pinterest are going to be longer and they're going to be keyword heavy. That doesn't mean you should just spam keyword after keyword after keyword. It just means come in here and take a look at what different people have done, okay? Let's see if we can find a few more examples here. These look pretty good. Visit. We'll open these up. Close this. This one doesn't seem to have a title, and neither does that one. So we'll keep coming down here. We have a few more. You'll be able to see the description. Sometimes you can pull out keywords from the description. Sometimes you can't. Here's an example of one that's leading to an Etsy shop, right? So this one has 378 repins. You see the board that they posted to. This is the person. We look at the source. So this is on Pinterest.com, but it's got these buttons on it. Etsy button, okay? You can click the title, which will also bring you to Etsy. And yeah, product looks good. My point being here, though, they put in the keywords in the title, which is why they have so many repins. Nurse shirt, nursing student, nurse appreciation, doctor shirt. If it was me, I would probably change this a little bit. That might just say, love medical shirt dash, and then I would put in some keywords like they've done, maybe with some different punctuation, not just keyword, comma, keyword, comma, keyword. But you can see what a successful design has done in order to drive this traffic to Etsy. So if you click on this, it's just going to bring you to their Etsy store, which has 46 sales, priced pretty good. It's got some reviews. So that is a really good way to either do research or figure out how to optimize the pins that you're putting on Etsy. Okay, so we'll just go over here and see how this store is set up. But that's all that I wanted to cover today. Activity, community, activity, let's see all boards. So they have 19 boards, right? And what they've done, which is exactly what I kind of teach in the blog posts, not just the one that I recently did, is break up your shirts by different niches. So that way each board is very concise. So this board right here is all about kids. Kids t-shirts, shirts that relate to kids, all about babies, Thanksgiving, Christmas gifts, Valentine's Day shirts. Notice how each individual board is its own different niche. That's exactly what you guys want to set up. And you'll notice if you come in here and you look at this, that all these boards have a ton of different pins. Okay, so this does take some effort. All right, this isn't like, oh, set it up today and get 250 sales tomorrow. It's going to take some effort, but you can see right here, every Pinterest page has this. It tells you how many people are actually seeing those designs. It's not going to tell you how many are clicking through, right? It's going to tell you how many people are seeing these products. So if 66,000 people a month are seeing those products and you can get some of them to click and purchase, you are going to have your own traffic stream, and you don't have to always rely on organic traffic. Organic traffic is great, but relying on some sort of outside traffic, especially Pinterest, because it's free to use, is super valuable to pretty much beat out everyone else in your niche. So that's the two things I want to go over. If you get inside of Merchant Form, you can find both of those under the Social Hunter. Make sure to grab the free account above, below, wherever I put the link. And get started building your spreadsheets. If you're uploading to other platforms, make sure to check out the single upload interface. But that should cover both the tags and optimizing your stuff for Pinterest. So if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.